The Deepening Dark. Mira peered through the foggy window of her coastal cottage, the once vibrant town now shrouded in an unsettling, deepening darkness. A strange hum echoed from the ocean, resonating through the town's crumbling pier, sending shivers down Mira's spine. The local fishermen had begun to vanish without a trace, their boats found drifting, empty, on the open sea. Eli, the town's resident conspiracy theorist, insisted that the deep-sea project was the cause of these terrifying events. Mira dismissed Eli's theories until she noticed strange, glowing lights beneath the ocean's surface, far out at sea. The exploration facility on the outskirts of town had been conducting secretive experiments, their purpose kept hidden. As Mira researched the facility, she uncovered whispers of ancient beings, once sealed beneath the ocean's depths. Riley, the lead scientist, grew increasingly agitated as the town fell deeper into darkness and terror. Mira visited the lighthouse, hoping to find answers, but the keeper was missing, his post abandoned, the light extinguished. Strange symbols began to appear along the shoreline, carved into the rocks by an unknown force. Eli's research pointed to an ancient cosmic entity, dormant for millennia, now awakened by the facility's experiments. The entity, once a ruler of the deep, sought to reclaim the world from the fragile grasp of humanity. Mira's dreams were haunted by visions of writhing tendrils and eyes that glowed with an unnatural light. The townsfolk began to disappear, one by one, leaving only their empty homes and the eerie silence behind. Lena, a seasoned fisherman, reported seeing monstrous shadows beneath the waves, larger than any sea creature known. Mira and Eli teamed up, combining her scientific knowledge with his understanding of ancient myths and cosmic entities. They ventured to the pier, where the hum grew louder, pulsing through the air, almost unbearable in its intensity. The ocean, once a source of life and sustenance, now felt like a vast, malevolent force, hiding unfathomable horrors. The exploration facility was locked tight, but Mira and Eli found a way in, determined to uncover the truth. Inside, they discovered Riley's notes, filled with frantic scribbles about the entity's awakening and the impending doom. The facility's machines hummed with energy, feeding power into the ocean, where the entity stirred in its ancient prison. Mira realized the entity was drawing strength from the experiments, growing more powerful with each passing hour. Eli found an ancient map hidden within Riley's notes, marking a spot deep beneath the ocean where the entity lay sealed. The map led to a cavern, once thought to be a myth, where the entity had been imprisoned by an ancient civilization. As they deciphered the map, the ground beneath the town trembled, cracks forming in the streets and buildings. Mira knew they had little time, the entity's power was reaching its peak, ready to break free and wreak havoc. They gathered what supplies they could, knowing the journey to the cavern would be perilous and likely their last. The sky darkened further, an unnatural eclipse blocking out the sun, casting the town into near total darkness. Lena joined them, offering her boat to navigate the treacherous waters to the marked location on the map. The ocean was eerily calm as they set sail, the water reflecting the ominous, darkened sky above. As they approached the cavern, strange currents pulled at the boat, guiding them towards the entity's lair. The entrance to the cavern loomed ahead, an ancient gateway etched with symbols that pulsed with a dim light. Inside, they found the remnants of the ancient civilization, their warnings carved into the walls in a forgotten language. At the cavern's center lay a massive, glowing seal, pulsating with energy, struggling to contain the entity within. Riley's notes had mentioned a way to reinforce the seal, but it required a sacrifice of unimaginable magnitude. Mira and Eli debated their next move, knowing the entity's release would spell the end for the town and beyond. As they prepared to reseal the entity, the ground shook violently, the seal cracking further with each tremor. From the darkness, tendrils of the entity began to emerge, probing the air, searching for a way to escape. Eli suggested using the facility's energy to reinforce the seal, a desperate attempt to prevent the entity's escape. They raced back to the facility, the entity's presence growing stronger, its influence spreading through the town. Inside, they activated the machines, redirecting their power towards the cavern, hoping to hold the entity back. The facility trembled under the strain, the machines struggling to contain the massive amount of energy needed. Just as it seemed the seal would fail, Mira offered to sacrifice herself, merging with the energy to strengthen the seal. Eli protested, but Mira was resolute. It was the only way to ensure the entity remained imprisoned. With a final farewell, Mira stepped into the machine, her form dissolving into pure energy, merging with the seal. The entity roared in defiance, its tendrils recoiling as the seal began to strengthen, pulling it back into the depths. The town trembled one last time as the seal closed, the entity trapped once more in its ancient prison. Eli and Lena watched in silence as the ocean calmed, the sky clearing, the unnatural darkness lifting at last. The exploration facility lay in ruins, its machines burnt out, leaving only the memory of what had transpired. The town was left in shambles, its residents few, haunted by the knowledge of what lurked beneath the waves. Eli gathered Riley's notes, determined to ensure the entity remained a secret, its power never to be awakened again. Lena returned to her fishing, though she never ventured far from shore, the deep sea now holding too many terrors. The lighthouse was lit once more, a solitary beacon in the night, a reminder of the dangers that lay beyond the horizon. The remaining townsfolk rebuilt their lives, but the memory of the entity lingered, a shadow over their hearts. Eli left the town, his mission to protect the world from the knowledge of the cosmic horrors lurking in the deep. Mira's sacrifice became a legend, her name whispered by the few who knew the truth, her story a cautionary tale. The sea returned to its quiet, mysterious self, but those who knew the truth never looked at it the same way again. And beneath the ocean's surface, the entity waited, sealed but not defeated, its presence a constant, lurking threat. The deepening dark had retreated, but it was not gone, and those who understood knew it could return at any time.